Hello and welcome to Reel as we kick off the month of March. In just a few days, we will begin the holy season of Lent, an introspective time when we ponder our relationship with God and each other. I spoke with a few people, including our own Bishop William Byrne, about why this season is so special.
Dating back to the earliest days of Christianity, Lent marks a 40-day period leading up to the holiest days in the Christian calendar, Holy Week and Easter. The word Lent comes from the Anglo-Saxon word for springtime, a time commonly known for the sacrifices of fast and abstinence. But Bishop William Byrne says it doesn't have to be about just giving up something.
And that's what almost everybody concentrates on. And while that's a very important and holy practice, it can't be at the exclusion of trying to deepen our prayer life. If fasting is just for the sake of eating chocolate, then it's a waste of time. It should be as a way of focusing ourselves on Jesus Christ, who entered in to sacrifice itself, and also prayer by spending time with Jesus.
Carrie Weber, executive editor of the national Jesuit magazine America, agrees that at its core, Lent is about spiritual transformation. And with a young family of her own, she and her husband try to make Lent fun. Last year, they went on a family retreat.
Which was really fun. It was not a word you always associate with Lent, but it was good to have a time together as a family, to pray, to be together. So that was something that we tried to do. My children were just discussing what they were going to give up for Lent. School was suggested as an option, so we're trying to redirect them. And my third grader did point out, if you already don't want to do it, it's not, and you give it up, it's not a sacrifice.
Michael McGravy, assistant professor of religious studies and the director of the Institute for Theology and Pastoral Studies at the College of Our Lady of the Elms in Chicopee, also believes there are many paths that can lead to a successful Lenten journey. And for some, it might be a good time to explore coming back to the church.
There's always that sense of welcoming to no matter who walks through the door. And I see that from many of the clergy, many of the deacons across the diocese that I've been privileged to work with, that they do want folks to feel welcome and at home. And I think Lent is that opportunity to at least re-explore, a sense of faith, a sense of spirituality, and just know that there are open doors in many of our communities to welcome all people in.
Another way to grow spiritually is to go on a retreat. The Passionist religious order offers numerous opportunities to get reconnected to God at their Holy Family Retreat House in West Hartford, Connecticut.
When we have the opportunity to step back from the regular and ordinary day-to-day activities of our lives, we have the ability to get a new perspective on our lives, on our faith, on our relationship with God. And so retreat affords us the opportunity to do all of this, to get away from all of the distractions in our lives, to be with God in a very deep and intense way, in a way that will lift us up inevitably and give us the courage to face what we're experiencing in our lives.
But no matter how you choose to mark the holy season of Lent, Bishop Byrne urges everyone to make some commitment this Lent, doing so joyfully with the Lord.
Concentrate on how deeply loved we are through the passion of Jesus Christ, that he would call us to the resurrection and die for us and for our sins. So there's so much to be happy about. But of course, facing the reality of our own sinfulness, but recognizing that God's mercy is greater than any sin we could commit.
And you can find a listing of this and other Lenten events on our calendar at diospringfield.org.